Morning and welcome to my morning drive. It's James Creek as always. Pretty good night so far. I'm pretty tired, you can kind of tell. I'm actually just vlogging to stay awake. The main reason I'm vlogging today, and I actually do have a topic that means a lot to me, so if you don't like this, I don't really care. It's none of your business anyway. Yesterday I received an email from a music site that I subscribe to that Pink Floyd was breaking up, and I didn't really, as a kid, I kind of, because I wasn't born in the time that Pink Floyd was around. The last time I actually saw them live in my lifetime was Live 8, which I think was like 2005, so I was 15, going on 15. So, I didn't really grow up in that era, but I listened to a lot of their music, especially, from age 7 to 14 or 12, it was like the only band I ever listened to. So I wore out my CDs, and people kind of got aggravated with it, but that's the only band I listened to because I liked them that much, and I became obsessed with that group. And I actually have David Gilmour tattooed on my leg, which I'll show you one day. But yeah, I got an email that said that they were breaking up, and Gilmour said there was really no reason for them to even be a band because 2 words labeled 4 people as a band that did something really cool at one point in time. But now that Richard Wright's gone, it's not really Pink Floyd anymore, and I respect that, and I kind of wondered as a kid, I was always like, oh, I hope they never break up, I want to see them live, but, I'm just happy that I got to listen to the music they made while they were together, and, I have a lot of their DVDs and a lot of their live albums, and, almost, if not all their albums, physical copy and download copy, so I'm not real upset about that. It's kind of sucks that I won't be able to ever see my favorite band play live together. I might get to see separate, like David Gilmour does tours, or Roger Waters does tours. Speaking of David Gilmour, with the announcement of the band breaking up, he actually announced that he is releasing an album September of this year, and Rattle the Chain, I believe, or Rattle That Chain, or Rattle Those Chains. I've watched the video, which the video's on YouTube, and the song's on download for iTunes if you have iTunes. The first time I kind of heard that opening, because I didn't really know anything about the breakup until I saw the video on my YouTube feed, and I clicked on it and it said David Gilmour, and I was like, okay, on the David Gilmour channel, okay. And then you hear those 4 notes, which are actually it's the sound of the intercom system in a French railroad station. And I didn't know what to think about it because it's completely different, than Pink Floyd stuff, even David Gilmour's solo stuff. But overall, after I listened to it all the way through, it wasn't bad. Then I've been listening to it, my breaks at work and stuff, and it just got stuck in my head. And it's a fantastic song, and the music video reminds me of a lot of Dante's Inferno, or the Divine Comedy, I guess you could say. And a lot of people are going to correct me on that, and that's fine. But I was reading that Polly, his wife, wrote the lyrics for that song, and she was inspired. I can't remember the book. She was inspired by a series of books that tells the rise and fall of mankind and Satan, which is really interesting. She wrote the majority of the songs on the album, I believe. He wrote a few by himself, and then he wrote 3 instrumentals on that album. So the album looks awesome. The 5 a.m. teaser that he posted on YouTube was amazing. It sounded great. It reminded me of that old Gilmour bluesy sound. So, he is going to tour in Europe, and he's also going to tour here in the U.S. Unfortunately, the 4 cities that he chose to go to, I can't afford to go to right now. If it would have been a couple months from now, even a year from now, I could afford to go, and watch it. But unfortunately, this go around, I can't go. I wish he would kind of do some shows close to Atlanta or Nashville or somewhere close by. But unfortunately, just like New York, Madison Square Garden, and LA, it's too far. And I get why he's probably doing them because they have huge theaters, or they're just bigger cities and they're well known, and that's fine. But for your fans that can't afford to go see you, they really want to see you because you're kind of getting on up in there, and I would love to see you play live, in person, not just on DVDs. If it wasn't for this band, I wouldn't be playing music today on any instrument. If it wasn't for that Gilmour sound that Pink Floyd had, his style guitar playing, I wouldn't be playing guitar today. And that's why I'm not really bummed that they broke up, because I mean they haven't been together, like I said, since Live 8, and the only thing I could ever, get a fix off of was watching a VHS recording of Delicate Sound of Thunder, or buying all the live DVDs I possibly could from Pink Floyd, and so seeing the opportunities that I've had to watch these groups online and stuff, I'm happy with it. I'm glad that they made music. I'm glad that they released the Endless River, which was a token to Richard Wright, and I'm glad that was the last album from Pink Floyd. I mean, they've done greatest hits, but that's not really an album. That's just taking old songs and cramming them together and make them fit. But I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, nothing lasts forever. I mean, eventually something happens and you have to stop. But at least Roger's probably gonna do something. Really heard something from Nick Nason, but I'm sure he's doing whatever makes him happy. And then of course Gilmore's making music with his wife, and that's great. I'm glad to hear it. So, guys, that's really all I have for you. It's raining. Not raining now, but it was raining a little earlier, so the roads are kind of slick. So I'm gonna end this vlog a little early today. Just a heads up, I'm trying to make this exciting, but the whole theme of this is my morning drive. It's me driving home from work, talking about stuff. So, all my morning videos, if you don't like just listen to me talk about stuff, don't watch them. I do plan on doing some stuff with some of my friends on this channel. Actually going places and doing some fun stuff. I am going to post fishing videos on this channel. My wife informed me yesterday that not everybody likes fishing, and that's fine. I don't necessarily like everything you like either. So, that's one of my hobbies I do, and there are a lot of people who do fish and do bass fish, and I've learned enough and read enough books and articles and watched enough footage and studied enough that I think I could actually give back to somebody on YouTube, and they can listen to somebody who's not a professional fisherman and feel comfortable listening to somebody like that. So I am going to post fishing videos. I did have the intention of posting, I went to Academy Sports and bought some lures, and I made a video, but it was actually too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that down, and I'm going to talk about the soft plastic I bought, and then I'll do another video about the hard plastic I bought, and then like the spinner baits and buzz baits, and I'll talk about that in the video. I might do it this afternoon. I don't know. As you can see, I'm pretty tired. I mean, my eyes are swollen up, but I'm trying to think of things to put on here to make you guys dig the channel, and I can't do videos like Dude Perfect, and I love those guys. They're really funny and really creative, but I don't have, one thing, I don't have a group of my friends that are dedicated enough to do a channel like that and dedicate a lot of their time. I've got man stuff with Will, but we both have our own lives, and it's hard for me to get with him a lot of times and record stuff. So I'm trying not to get in the stereotype of us just doing lip sync videos, because I mean we do, I listen to different music styles than he does, so he has to learn songs I know, and I have to learn stuff that he knows, as far as lip syncing. And but I'm trying to think of stuff to do on this channel, because I don't want to just keep doing my morning drive every day and it just be boring, because who wants to listen to some southern idiot talk about his day where he works and what he thinks, and that's the point with that. But guys, it looks like it's about to rain really bad. I don't want to keep driving this in vlog, so I'll try to post another video this afternoon. If not, I will post one in the morning. Other than that, you have a good day.